Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. What's up Wednesday? I hope y'all are having a good week. We're having an okay week. Well, yesterday was a good day. I went and Monday finally got a hold of the title to my van from the car lot. I don't know what was wrong with the people. Took them through almost 3 weeks to get me the title. But got it. And then yesterday went and got it registered, which cost an arm and a leg, almost. It was expensive because of sales tax. When you pay cash for a vehicle, you still have to pay sales tax. And you don't pay them to the dealer. You pay them when you register it. In the state of Louisiana, that is. Luckily, you only have to do that one time. And my tags are good for 2 years. And then I'll just pay, to renew my tags, which should be anywhere from $40 to $60. It just depends. But that, a little bit of sticker shock as far as the tax bill, but luckily I had a feeling it was going to be high, so I had to put that back. So it's still it's still a big chunk gone. Anyhow, but that's done. And then stopped by Mom's and picked her up, and me and Johnny, we went and ate Longhorn Steakhouse, and then we went, it was discount day at the movie theater, so we went by and seen the movie. We went by and saw this movie called Uncharted, I think. It's based on a video game, and that was really good. It was a really good movie. And I think I liked it better because it didn't have no romance in it. Sometimes they throw romance in a movie and they just ruin the whole movie for me. It's like, really? You could just have an action movie without romance. It doesn't have to have romance, just an action movie. And that's what this was. This was action from like the opening scene. It was action, and no romance, which was awesome. So yeah, it was a really good movie. It was really well done, and it was pretty good. So and then today I've just been kind of I don't know, trying to stay awake. For some reason, I'm just kind of drowsy today. But my sinuses have been bad. And so that's kind of messed me up a bit. This allergy season is really murder. But made an appointment for poor Axel, my black lab. He is, unfortunately, allergic to the saliva, the spit from fleas. Yeah. And so he scratches these and bites, and he's got these splotches in his skin where he's made sores on himself. And so I got to take him to the vet Friday and get him a steroid shot and some Bravecto. The stuff I got from our feed store is called Cereos. They've been in business forever, but those flea pills I got from there about a week ago, maybe longer, didn't do anything for him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Theo, on the other hand, our short-haired pit bull mix, he still scratches and everything, but he doesn't have the problem that poor Axel does. Axel is his hair he's real bushy haired. He's got longer hair, and there's black hair all over the floor, everywhere. So he sheds constantly. And poor Axel. You look at him, and he's even got a spot right there on his head. And me and Johnny, we doctored him for him, but it's not enough. He's got to have that steroid shot. He had to have one last year too. And so we'll go take him up there on Friday, and we'll get the shot, and we'll get the Bravecto, and he'll get fixed up, and he'll be fine. And it's just one more thing. Oh, sorry, there's a alert on my phone. I have my phone sitting kind of, long ways, and so I had to turn my head to see the little banner on my phone. But I do have a couple of things I want to show y'all. I got my last yarn order for the month in today, and I don't know what is going on with FedEx and my location. I live on in a trailer park, unfortunately, off a main highway. But when my landlord and her family bought this park, they changed the name of the road, but they didn't change it everywhere they supposed to changed it. And so when people use GPS, it doesn't always bring them to my road. It doesn't always bring them here. It might send them to the next town over. So, and it seems like they must have they must have a new FedEx driver for this area, because all of a sudden all the tracking information for packages that are for things that are coming via FedEx, all of a sudden they can't find the address. And then the next thing you know, they're handing it off to the post office. And then the next thing you know, FedEx is delivering it anyway. So it's really just kind of put me off of ordering things through people that I know use FedEx. UPS, not a problem. UPS knows where I live. They probably say, oh, here's Miss Carter. She got something else. Oh, it's for Miss Carter. We know where that goes. UPS knows where I live because Amazon. Every other week I'm ordering from Amazon. Because I got Prime and it's free shipping. So anyway, but FedEx, I don't know what's going on with FedEx, but they're late. But today I finally got the last one, which is a Joann's order, and it's nothing really fancy. I got 6 of these. This is Red Heart Super Saver stripes. This is the retro stripe. It's beautiful. I heard it was really pretty, and I saw it online, and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. But I didn't, hadn't had any of it. I got a lot of the stripes yarn. I love the stripes yarn. And but this is really beautiful. I have an idea what I'm going to do with it. I'm probably going to do like a granny stitch blanket, like a thrower blanket, and do like this in the middle of the blanket. I got 6 of these, so it'll do a pretty good size blanket. And then if I want it bigger, then I'll just take, because I know I got some yarn this color here. I'm fairly certain I got some this color, and I know I got some this color here, this color here. That's like a watermelon color. I'm certain I have some of that, and I'm certain I got some of that green. So I'm certain I can find some of my stash that matches up with these colors to correspond with it and make it as big a blanket as I want it to be. But yeah, I want to make a granny stitch blanket with this, because I think it would be just gorgeous. And so yes, that's probably what's going to happen with this. Either I really don't know yet. I mean, I'm a woman. I change my mind like we change underwear sometimes. So you never know what I'm going to do with it. But I got 6 of them, so I could do one thing with half of it and another thing with the other half. You never know. But I do have a couple of whips, and I know I'm still working on Will's blanket, of course. But it's been getting warmer here, and pardon me, water. This is water this time of night. It's water. But to have a big blanket stretched over across you, and these higher temperatures that we've been having, is just not good. No matter how much I crank that AC up. But I started this a couple of days ago. This is another shawl. Ooh, shocker, right? I'm like that. I learned something, and I just got to keep doing it, because it's fun. And this is the Crystal Cake. I don't know if y'all had. I had a purple one that was in the box number 1 for the giveaway that I just did. So this is the Caron Crystal Cake, and this one is called Peak. Oh Lord, I'm getting it all twisted. And then it would be small. Peacock, and it's an 8.5 ounce cake, 240 grams, 634 yards and 580 meters. And it's the Lush Living Collection. So, and I'm obviously halfway through it. So, but, let's see if I've got it the right way. Yeah, okay. Just sticking it back in this little, I got this little thing with the hole in the top that I can just put it in and zipper it closed, and it keeps it straight for me. But I got my little stitch marker here, little plain Jane stitch marker. But this is what I got so far. And if you haven't worked with this stuff, it is fuzzy. It's fuzzy, furry, furry, furry. And I'm having to feel my way through it, because I'm going to try to get up here where y'all could see the halo on this stuff. I didn't realize it when I bought it that when I was crocheting with it, it would be like, it feels almost when you finally get it done up, it feels like it's felt. It feels like felt. You know, it's really, but it's beautiful. It's really pretty, but I can't seem to get the full effect of the fur. But I don't know if you could see, y'all could see that if I do it like that. Maybe y'all could see, but you can see it like that. But it's, if you haven't worked with any of these crystal cakes, then you might not know. But it's super, it's like, well, my grandmother once, when I was a teenager, made me a beret. She made me a lavender colored beret with using mohair yarn, and she felted it. And it felt just like this. It felt just like this is what it felt like. And that's what this feels like. It feels like that mohair yarn that she made that hat out of. And it's incredibly soft. I mean, like really, really, really soft. But as far as stitch definition, forget it. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get stitch definition with this yarn, because I'm having to feel like when I do, because this is the granny stitch, of course, because that's my new thing. And I'm having to feel and count, okay, do I have 3 double crochets in that spot? You know, and then move on. Because you can't see it. You can't see it. You have to feel your way through it. Luckily, I don't have the sensory problems that that some people have. I know some folks have sensory issues with certain types of yarn. I don't have that. I'm very fortunate in that way. I'm sorry, I'm reaching for my peacock bag. This is just a project bag that happens to look like peacock feathers, because I love peacocks. I don't know why, I just do. I think they're beautiful. Okay, maybe because they have all the right colors, all the turquoises and blues and greens, and they're just gorgeous. So I did a thing. I was already working on one shawl, and I was like, well, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, and inevitably I'll be stuck in the waiting room, and I'm not good at just sitting in the waiting room with a bunch of strangers. I inevitably strike up conversations with strangers, and sometimes that gets me into a little trouble. And I might irritate somebody. I don't mean to. I'm just bored, and I don't get out of the house a whole lot, and I just like to make new friends. Sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. But I said, well, let me go ahead and start another shawl that I can take with me, and work on that instead of talking to people. And so I went through my stash, and I grabbed a couple of Premier cakes. Sweet rolls. sweet rolls, a couple of Premier sweet rolls. And I don't know if y'all had a chance to work with sweet rolls. They are like, oh, and this one's tangled. Because of course I got a brush in this bag and a hook in this bag. I don't know why there's a brush in here. But anyway, this is the little sweet roll that I've got started here. And this is 100% acrylic. I don't remember what the color is. The colorway is Bubble Pop is what it's called. Bubble Pop. But it's basically, it's pink and gray and white. But I sat down for 10 minutes and this is what I ended up with. I'm only going to get it started. Because I had to go back and watch Fiber Spider's videos where I could get the start. Now once I get it started, get past this little spot right here. Once I get past this little spot right here, the first row. Once I get past the first row, I'm good. I don't need the video anymore. But the yarn is so buttery. It's so y'all know what I mean by buttery. Smooth. It's just so smooth. And it's so easy to work with that I just kept going and going and going until I ended up with all of these rows. And then Johnny needed help in the kitchen for supper, so it forced me to stop. So I stopped here. So this will go back in the project bag and go with me to the doctor's office tomorrow. And we'll see how far I get. So, but this has 200 and some odd yards, 245 yards in this cake, and then I got another one just like it. So I'll probably use both of them to make this one. But I did want one. I don't know why I had these colors in my brain, but I had pink, white, and gray in my brain, and I said, well, let me go find. I knew I had this, so that's what I went and grabbed this. So anyway, I'm using a 5mm hook in case anybody's interested. And speaking of hooks, let me grab a sip of water. Medicine, dry mouth. Speaking of hooks, I put these in my pocket. I've decided that the hook for me is a cross between the inline hook and the tapered hook, and that would be the Clover Hooks. And I know Nancy She's Got Yarn Too. I know that was her go-to hook for a while before she got on the furls kick. This is a 7mm. And this is what I use when I'm doing Will's blanket. This is what I use because I'm using 2 strands of yarn, two strands of 4-weight yarn. And so I'm using a 7mm hook for that. And this is my 4mm hook that I use. I used a hair tie. I did a thing with a hair tie. But I'm going to use this when I use the 3-weight yarn. I got some of that True Boo 3-weight. I'm going to use this 4mm with that. And this is the extension to my hand lately. My 5mm Clover hook. And I got these from Amazon. I think I paid about $8 for this one. No, I paid more for this one because it was harder to find. It was a little harder to find. But worth it. It's a cross between a tapered and an inline. And it just does it for me. It's the perfect, and it's a metal end on this one. Now this, the 7mm, this is completely plastic. Completely plastic. But the grip is good. It doesn't make my hands hurt. It's very comfortable. These are very comfortable. Both of these are made the same. They're both metal on the end. And it goes in and out of stitches just fine. And it's perfect. It's just perfect. I still love my Yarnology hooks. I won't, I'll probably alternate between hooks depending on what I'm working on. But I love them. I really am. I'm enjoying these Clover hooks. I really am. But I'm gonna probably just bounce between 5, 7, and 4. Those are the 3 sizes I see myself using. I will try to get Will's blanket up here so I could show y'all the progress of that. But it's huge. I don't know any other way to put it to y'all, but his blanket is huge. And I still got a long ways to go. But I tried to fold it and put it in here best I could, because I'm using one of those big Michaels bags. But it's not an easy task. But I'm just going to do it like this, because I could only show you this part, because see, this is where I'm at, and then I'll do it like that. And so I got, I don't know, let's see, about this much left of that color, and then I'll switch to a lighter color. And I got a lighter color of this, and then I'm gonna do I don't know. It might be done by September, which is his birthday. He'll be 30 in September, so it might be done by his birthday. I don't know, but it's just it's a big blanket for a big boy, and he understands that it's time consuming. And I had hoped to have it done by the time we got to the new place, but I don't even know when the heck that's going to be. So I'm trying not but it looks like they're done with the floors over there at the new place. And so that was one of the things that was kind of holding us up, was the floors. They were trying to get all the floors repaired and replaced, and some areas that needed that to be done. So hopefully, and now that the van's been registered, I get the dogs squared away, doctor's visits done, I could start working on the house again as far as packing and everything. And maybe that will put Will in gear to get Mr. James ready for us to move in. Maybe that, I don't think they have much left for us to be able to move in over there. So we just got to start getting the utilities on in our name and getting this place packed up. I don't think it's going to take much, because we're not taking much, but I had to go find a new couch and love seat to be delivered over there and things like that. I need to actually go over there, and we need to decide whose room is what, so that when we start unloading, we'll know whose room needs to, whose stuff needs to be put in what room. And that will make it a lot easier. But that's what's going on here. But at least, I don't know. At least things are calming down a little bit. I feel better now that the van is all registered and I got the plates on it, and the title will be in the mail soon once it goes through its process. Because what they do is they fill out the back of the title, and where it was in the car lot's name, and then they send it off, and they'll send me a copy with it being in my name. So, and I'll get a fresh copy with it all registered and in my name. And so it gives you peace of mind when something like that's paid for, that can't nobody come and take it from you, that it's paid for and it's yours. And it's a lot of peace of mind involved in that. I had a vehicle repoed from me some years back, about 5 years ago, and it after paying on it for 4 years, I had it was repoed from me. So because I couldn't work anymore and couldn't pay on it anymore, they came and took it. But so I don't set myself up by paying payments on anything. That's why I was dead set on just paying cash for whatever I got. And so I was thankful to get the back pay, and that it was enough to get something that I didn't have to worry about breaking down on me anymore. And the good Lord saw fit that I got something really good. Maybe I should let Will pick out my next man too. If I ever decide to date again, that is. I haven't bothered to dip my toe into that pond in over almost 2 years. Yeah, because I got about as much luck picking men as I do vehicles. That's terrible. That's why Will that knows vehicles. So I let him pick this one out, and he did good picking this one out. So I did really bad picking the last one out. So I made sure he picked this one. So, and he did really well. But anyhow, I hope you all are having a wonderful week. I'm gonna let y'all go, and please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend is waiting for you at the shelter. I was looking at our local listings, and there's really cute pets. I tell you, I wish I had a lot more money in a lot bigger place to be going to. I would probably have a lot more pets because there were several of those lovely sweet babies that I would love to adopt. But alas, I could only handle 2. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. The new place has a fenced in backyard that the boys will be able to go and run around in. We don't have a fenced in yard here, so they have to be walked by leash every time they go outside. So when we get to the other place, though, we'll be able to just let them out the back door and let them run around in the backyard and then come back in when they're ready. So that'll be something for them. They've not had that. Theo's never had that, and Axel hadn't had that since he's been here. And we've had Axel since 2019. We've had Theo since 2017. So they don't remember having a fenced-in yard, but they will have a fenced-in yard very soon, and they'll be able to run free. And I look forward to that. I'm definitely going to take videos of that. It's not a big yard, but it'll be something to see them run and enjoy and have fun to enjoy themselves. Theo really loves to play fetch, so I look forward to playing fetch with him in that yard, and I think he'll really enjoy that. I think I'll enjoy that too. Seeing my boy happy. I got pictures of him from several years ago when we went down to Biloxi, Mississippi, and me and him and JJ, my youngest son, were on the beach, and I got pictures of him running in the sand, and his look on his face is just sheer joy, And I tell you, I got him in mid-run. I got this picture of him, and his feet are underneath him, and this expression of just sheer joy on his face, and he's got this, and his legs are underneath him in this run stance. I love that picture. It is wonderful. It's just so wonderful. And so I look forward to seeing him that kind of happy again, because he deserves it. Because I tell you, when I'm feeling really, really down or upset, they come and they put their head against me, or whatever I need, they're there. And that's just everything. They're my big brigade. I hope y'all have something like that. I hope everyone has something like that. That just something, a fur baby that doesn't have to say anything, just comes over and lays their head over on you and just looks up at you and just lets you know, hey, it's going to be okay. I love you. I'm here. That little silent love is priceless. And you can have it too, just got to adopt it. You can't buy love, but you can certainly adopt it and rescue it. You all enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll probably do a video tomorrow while I'm out and about. I got to go to the mental health doctor tomorrow, so that should be fun. I get a new doctor. They're rotating doctors again. I don't like that. I hate change, but God bless y'all. Bye-bye.